welcome back to Sports Coverage with me, Adi and Rishi, and we're going to discuss Cristiano Ronaldo. Of course, I don't know when Ronaldo is not in the conversation. I don't know when Ronaldo is never be not being discussed. He's always sort of the main character around everything that's happening, pretty much. Of course, he's away with Portugal at the moment at the Euros, and after the first couple of games for Portugal, it's the questions come up. He's failed to score on both occasions. After a good qualification season, that saw him score 9 goals in 10 games, and 10 goals in 9 games, and then he also had a great season with Al-Nassr, at least on the goal scoring front. But Rishi, dude, it hasn't happened for him yet at the Euros. It was something that obviously was discussed before as well. What is Ronaldo going to bring to this Portugal team? Are you concerned, or would you change anything that Roberto Martinez is doing at the moment with Cristiano Ronaldo?
I mean, at least right now, given his, you have to think who are the other options that can come in, and when you have players like Joao Felix and Goncalo Ramos, who sort of not had the best of seasons, and they're not regular starters for their respective clubs, they're not in form, and Ronaldo, although even though he's playing in Saudi Premier League, you can say that he's still, at least in comparison with the other two, he's definitely in better form. And to be honest, he did a decent job in both the games. At least in the second game, he set up the third goal. Like, it's not, see, at least when I was watching the second game, I could see that other players in and around him are having to cover up a lot more distance. So when the ball goes to the centre back, who he's supposed to press, it's still Bruno who's going and pressing, or on the left, it was actually Liao who was going and pressing. And he was, covering one of the passing lanes. So other players are having to do that extra, that sprint or that track back for him. But I feel at least now he is, giving it back also. He's setting up goals. He's being that presence in the box. He's always on his toes, looking for half a chance to score. So I don't think, at least right now at this stage of Euro, see, they're qualified also. So maybe the third game you can try and test out another player. You can say rest Ronaldo, but at least in the crucial games, I don't think, at least now, they should try and tinker with things.
Yeah, there's maybe something that, like, to actually back what Rishi said, he's made 5 key passes, although he's not scored in both games combined, Adi. But now that they have qualified, you see Roberto Martinez trying something else to see whether something else, there's a plan B to go to, or if Ronaldo is not firing, he can turn to somebody else like Gonzalo Ramos. Do you think he'll try something different for this game?
I mean, see, that's the thing. We're going into the knockout stages now. It's going to be one-off games, right? So maybe just for the sake of rest, or maybe trying to future-proof the squad and give another player a chance just for him to get minutes. Maybe for the final game, because it doesn't matter that much. Plus, they're going to play a weaker side with Georgia. But in terms of the team itself, I think they still rely on Ronaldo. You can look at the entire team. Firstly, they're a very young team in terms of players. I mean, in terms of players means apart from the starting 11. If you look at the bench, it's all young players, right? So can you say that let's put the pressure on them, and coming and replacing Ronaldo is always a big ask for any young player, right? So in terms of that, I don't think there is any player at the moment who can come into the squad anyways. For example, if you had a young striker who was in huge, beautiful form, or like a generation talent, for example, if the other striking option was someone in the level of Erling Haaland or something like that, then we could always make a shot. Okay, why is Ronaldo still playing as a striker? Maybe this guy needs to come in. But we look at the squad of Portugal. I don't think anyone else has that stature to come in and replace Ronaldo. Anyways, I feel like at the moment, his game is still at the level, right? Because even if you kick him out, saying he's old, he's this, that, etc., I don't think anyone else coming in can change a huge lot of things. For example, do you think another striker can come and win them the Euros? Because at the end of the day, that's going to be their entire motive and goal to win the Euros, right? So if you ask me that, I still think no other players are there at the moment who can, spearhead the team, score goals if it's needed, crucial moments, leader, etc. Ronaldo's more than just the player. I feel like if you take Ronaldo out, there'll be more pressure on the players. There'll be more buzz around the team, more noise around the team saying how is he dropped, etc. Again, as that happens, more pressure piles up on the players. one slip up, because it's a knockouts, you don't have any margins now. One slip up in the knockouts, you get out of the Euros, even however good you are. And that happens. Maybe the players get lose confidence, manager does this, that. There's going to be a lot of things. So in terms of that, I don't think you can drop Ronaldo anyways. Like, it's safer bet for Portugal to get out of the Euros with Ronaldo, because it's easier than, if you want to move away from Ronaldo, you rather have him in the team. If you lose, you can take this as a reason and say, okay, now it's time to move on. Maybe not. But it's easier for Portugal to just play him for the knockouts, because there is no other choice in terms of that. And see how it goes from there, right?
Yeah, and also I think, at least when I